From Cambridge Dictionary, Cambridge University Press. Punctuation. The most common punctuation marks in English are capital letters and full stops, question marks, commas, colons and semicolons, exclamation marks and quotation marks. In speaking, we use pauses in the pitch of the voice to make what we say clear. Punctuation plays a similar role in writing, making it easier to read. Punctuation consists of both rules and conventions. There are rules of punctuation that have to be followed, but there are also punctuation conventions that give writers greater choice. Punctuation, capital letters, B, D, and full stops. We use capital letters to mark the beginning of a sentence and we use full stops to mark the end of a sentence. We went to France last summer. We were really surprised that it was so easy to travel on the motorways. The Football World Cup takes place every 4 years. The next World Cup will be held in South Africa. In 2006 it was held in Germany. We also use capital letters at the beginning of proper nouns. Proper nouns include personal names, including titles before names, nationalities and languages, days of the week and months of the year, public holidays as well as geographical places. Dr. David James is a consultant at Leeds City Hospital. They are planning a long holiday in New Zealand. Can she speak Japanese? The next meeting of the group will take place on Thursday. What plans do you have for Chinese New Year? We use capital letters for the titles of books, magazines and newspapers, plays and music. Oliver is a musical based on the novel Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. The Straits Times is a daily English language newspaper in Singapore. They're performing Beethoven's Sixth Symphony. In addition to closing sentences, we also use full stops and initials for personal names. G.W. Dwyer, David A. Johnston, accountant. Full stops are also used after abbreviations, although this practice is becoming less common. Arranged by, arrival, etc., etc. Doctor, doctor, professor, professor. See also. Punctuation, question marks, and exclamation marks. We use question marks to make clear that what is said is a question. When we use a question mark, we do not use a full stop. Why do they make so many mistakes? So you're Harry's cousin? Yes, that's right. We use exclamation marks to indicate an exclamative clause or expression in informal writing. When we want to emphasize something in informal writing, we sometimes use more than one exclamation mark. Listen. Oh no, please don't ask me to phone her. She'll talk for hours. See also. Punctuation, commas. We use commas to separate a list of similar words or phrases. It's important to write in clear, simple, accurate words. They were more friendly, more talkative, more open than last time we met them. We do not normally use a comma before and at the end of a list of single words. They traveled through Bulgaria, Slovakia, the Czech Republic and Poland. American English does use a comma in lists before and. We took bread, cheese, and fruit with us. We use commas to separate words or phrases that mark where the voice would pause slightly. I can't tell you now, however, all will be revealed tomorrow at midday. We had, in fact, lost all of our money. James, our guide, will accompany you on the boat across the island. Separating clauses with commas. When main clauses are separated by and or, but we don't normally use a comma if the clauses have the same subject. However, we sometimes use commas if the clauses have different subjects. They were very friendly and invited us to their villa in Portugal. Same subject. Footballers these days earn more money, but they're fitter and play many more matches. Same subject. It was an expensive hotel in the center of Stockholm, but we decided it was worth the money. Different subjects. When a subordinate clause comes before the main clause, we commonly use a comma to separate the clauses. However, we do not always do this in short sentences. If you get lost in the city center, please don't hesitate to text us or phone us. If you get lost, just phone us. When we use subordinate or non-finite comment clauses to give further details or more information, we commonly use commas to separate the clauses. You do need to wear a darker jacket, if I may say so. To be honest, I thought they were very, very rude. Commas and relative clauses. We use commas to mark non-defining clauses. Such clauses normally add extra, non-essential information about the noun or noun phrase. The ambulance, which arrived after just 5 minutes, took 3 people to the hospital immediately. Hong Kong, where the first ASEAN meeting was held, is a very different city now. The same is true for non-finite clauses. The storm, lasting as it did for several days, caused serious damage to villages near the coast. See also. Commas and speech forms. We commonly separate tags and yes/no responses with commas. They're going to the party, aren't they? No, thank you. I've already eaten too much. We also usually separate vocatives, discourse markers, and interjections with commas. Open the door for them. Kaylee, can you? Thanks. Vocative. Well, what do you think we should do about it? Discourse marker. Wow, that sounds really exciting. Interjection. We use commas to show that direct speech is following or has just occurred. He said in his opening speech, now is the time to plan for the future. Or he said in his opening speech, now is the time to plan for the future. When the direct speech is first, we use a comma before the closing of the quotation marks. We don't want to go on holiday to the same place every year, he said impatiently. See also. Punctuation, colons, smiley face, and semicolons, winking face. We use colons to introduce lists. There are 3 main reasons for the success of the government: economic, social, and political. We also use colons to indicate a subtitle or to indicate a subdivision of a topic. Life in Provence, a personal view. We often use colons to introduce direct speech. Then he said, I really cannot help you in any way. We commonly use a colon between sentences when the second sentence explains or justifies the first sentence. Try to keep your flat clean and tidy, it will sell more easily. We use semicolons instead of full stops to separate 2 main clauses. In such cases, the clauses are related in meaning but separated grammatically. Spanish is spoken throughout South America. In Brazil, the main language is Portuguese. Semicolons are not commonly used in contemporary English. Full stops and commas are more common. Punctuation, quotation marks, or. Quotation marks in English are or. In direct speech, we enclose what is said within a pair of single or double quotation marks, although single quotation marks are becoming more common. Direct speech begins with a capital letter and can be preceded by a comma or a colon. She said, where can we find a nice Indian restaurant? Or she said, where can we find a nice Indian restaurant? We can put the reporting clause in 3 different positions. Note the position of commas and full stops here. The fitness trainer said, don't try to do too much when you begin. Quotation mark after comma introducing speech and after full stop. Don't try to do too much when you begin. The fitness trainer said, comma before closing quotation mark. Don't try to do too much. The fitness trainer said, when you begin, comma separating the reporting clause. When we use direct speech inside direct speech, we use either single quotation marks inside double quotation marks or double quotation marks inside single quotation marks. It was getting really cold, he said, and they were saying, when can we go back home? Jaya said, they were getting really excited and were shouting, come on. We commonly use question marks inside the quotation marks unless the question is part of the reporting clause. Why don't they know who is responsible? They asked. So did they really say, we will win every match for the next 3 weeks? We also use single quotation marks to draw attention to a word. We can use quotation marks in this way when we want to question the exact meaning of the word. I am very disappointed by his apology. I don't think he meant it at all. New WAR over North Sea fishing plans. We sometimes use quotation marks to refer to the titles of books, newspapers, magazines, films, songs, poems, videos, CDs, etc. There's a special report all about it in the Daily Mail. We can use italics instead of quotation marks for these citations. There's a special report all about it in the Daily Mail. Articles or chapters within books or titles of short stories are normally punctuated by single quotation marks. The longest chapter in the book is the last one called The Future of Africa. Punctuation, dashes, and other punctuation marks. Dashes are more common in informal writing. They can be used in similar ways to commas or semicolons. Both single and multiple dashes may be used. Our teacher, who often gets cross when we're late, wasn't cross at all. No one could believe it. Just wanted to thank you for a lovely evening. We really enjoyed it. Brackets have a similar function to dashes. They often add extra, non-essential information. Triplo, pronounced Triplo, is a small village in the recent part of England. We use brackets around dates and page numbers in academic writing. Heaton, 1978, gives a convincing explanation of how hurricanes are formed, pages 27 to 32. We often use forward slashes in internet addresses and to indicate and/or in academic references. You can find the figures you need on www.bbc.co.uk/finance. Binks, 1995-1997, has already researched this aspect of Roman history. Punctuation, numerals and punctuation. In British English, the date is usually given in the order day, month, year. We use full stops in dates. Forward slashes or dashes are also commonly used. Date of birth, the 1st of August 1985, or the 1st of August 1985, or the 1st of August 1985. In American English, the day and the month are in a different order, so that the 8th of January 1985 is written as follows. The 1st of August 1985, or the 1st of August 1985, or the 1st of August 1985. We don't usually punctuate weights and measures and references to numbers. 4 kilograms, 4 kilograms, 10 m, 10 meters, $5 million, $5 million. Commas are used in numbers to indicate units of thousands and millions. 7,980, 7,980. 11,487,562, 11,487,562. We use full stops, not commas, to indicate decimal points. 6.5, 6.5. Not 6, 5. We can punctuate times with full stops or colons. The shop opens at 9:30 or 9:30. Saying email and internet addresses. Spoken English. When we speak email and web addresses, we say each word separately. To avoid confusion, we sometimes spell out each letter of the word. Hannah.reeves@lit.com equals hannah.reeves@lit.com. miles_hotel.com/home equals miles_hotel.com/home. www.theplace.org equals www.theplace, all one word, .org. Symbols and typographic conventions. X_X equals \\.